Besides turkey, there's only one other thing that goes best with Thanksgiving, and that is football. And when it comes to traditional Thanksgiving Day football in Baltimore, you have to be talking the Turkey Bowl. With me now from Brooks Financial, the title sponsors of the Turkey Bowl, Michael and Paul Brooks. Thank you so much for being here.
Hello, good morning.
This is an exciting time. This is the 99th annual Turkey Bowl.
It is.
We're knocking on 100's door right around the corner.
Yes, we are.
So for people who don't know, transplants like myself, this rivalry, talk about the major players here.
Go ahead, buddy.
Well, let's see. Loyola and Cabot Hall have been doing this since the first 1920 game.
Wow.
Okay, this is, as you know, the 99th game. Loyola leads the series at 49, Cabot Hall at 41, and then we've got 8 ties in there too.
Okay.
So.
And then the last several years, how's it been?
Last 4 years have been Cabot Hall's way.
Okay, so they're trying to close that overall gap then?
Trying to bring it closer.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And you're a little biased, you too, right?
No.
You're not?
Why? Did you notice the tie?
I was like, I
We
think
actually did this. We actually did the tie thing just to be fair and representative.
Right. I see. Okay.
We have people in our companies that are from both institutions.
Yes.
So we're doing it, but we're both grads at Calvert Hall and support it.
Yeah, I mean, I joke with you, but it is really one of those things where there's a rivalry, but also a camaraderie. It really brings the legacy of these two schools together for such a fun event.
I think it's that. I think it's the community. I think it's not really the rivalries on the football field, but you know, before and after, it's just about community camaraderie.
And the Turkey Bowl holds a special place in your heart. I know that you wanted to be the title sponsors in part to get families involved when they're doing other things sometimes on Thanksgiving. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, it's we talked about the rivalry, we talked about the tradition of it, and the legacy of it is for us to continue when people have so much other things dominating their lives, especially on Thanksgiving morning.
Right.
I mean, how can we get out and reach everybody, whether it's come to the game, whether it's streamed through here or the website or whatever you're doing, watch it on TV. You have an opportunity and option to do that, and we should be doing that. So how better to honor the tradition and the legacy of that?
Right.
I mean, that's the way.
The initial motivation when this all started, you know, 6, 7, 8 years ago, was really so that we could sustain what ABC2 was doing, and that was airing the game. Because there's very few, if you look at it in a relative sense, that actually get the opportunity to get to the game, but there's a lot that are back home
that are watching it,
cooking and preparing and getting things ready. So this is really something when we took this opportunity on was to support the people that are all involved in the production of Thanksgiving and the events that take place.
Yeah, you've got mom or dad that's frying the turkey. They can't make it down, but they still want to be a part of it.
Yeah, when Paul played in the game, you know, mom was at home watching it on TV. So there you go. And
so she's
that's our motivation.
I love it.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty simple, but it means a lot. And you talk about how you played in the game, and I'm assuming that you did as well, right? No, you didn't.
Nope, I was basketball.
Well, that's
baseball.
Okay. Well, then you cheered on like I'm cheering.
Oh
on.
yeah.
Okay.
I sat on the Loyola side.
Okay. Oh, sibling rivalry there.
I was on Loyola's side. Every time he'd sack somebody, I'm like, yeah, Brooks.
See, that's a good brother, right? But you've got the legacy, though, because your grandpa, was it your grandpa?
Yeah.
And the very first
Turkey Bowl?
Amazing.
Yeah.
And
was he MVP?
No, that was in 23, his senior year, 23 season.
Okay.
He was the MVP, which started the whole MVP kind of process at Cabot Hall. Yeah.
Well, no pressure there, right?
Yeah. Oh, he did.
He has way more talent than we could ever imagine.
He did everything.
Well, you look good in your uniform. We saw you up there real quick before, and then I'm assuming Grandpa was in that photo then too.
Yeah.
So that's great. All right. So we can watch right here. That's easy peasy. And then also is streaming online as well. So, but if you want to see in person, you can purchase those tickets to the 99th annual Turkey Bowl through Calvert Hall or Loyola Blakefield. The tickets will also be available on game day, so you don't have to miss out. But again, you can watch here right at MAR2 starting at 10 a.m. on Thanksgiving Day. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you,
You sound like you want to add something in there. I can see. No, you're good?
I'm good.
All right. We'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.
Thank you.